Hello and welcome to my weekly video blog, and today I'm going to talk about muscle cramps and twitching in the perimenopause and menopause. If you like my tips and advice, then please subscribe and remember to hit the bell icon so you can be notified for all my new videos. So do you find that your muscles are twitching a lot, or you're getting a lot of cramps, especially when you go to bed? So this is really common in the perimenopause and the menopause, but it's not always caused by the hormonal shift. So I thought today I would look at the sorts of things that can cause this and what you can do to help yourself. So the possible causes, well, yes, hormonal fluctuation can be a contributory factor. It can make you more prone to this sort of thing, as well as everything else sort of compounding the issue. So if your estrogen and progesterone are fluctuating, this can have quite a big effect on both muscle function and nerve activity. So when you put them both together, this kind of disruption, that can then trigger your muscle cramps or the muscle twitching. It can be what's called an electrolyte imbalance. So again, it can be due to the hormones, but it can be due to a whole range of other issues. But this can affect your calcium and magnesium balance, and both of these are really important for muscle function. And what we find is that there's a whole sort of compound of issues that can affect calcium and magnesium uptake in the body. So you're in a situation where you need more of both, but you're unable to get them either through your diet or supplements. So even things like getting a lot of indigestion, if you're on proton pump inhibitor medication, that may affect your uptake of calcium and magnesium. If you are stressed, that can use up a lot of your magnesium, and your nutritional needs go up generally as well. So that can be part of the problem too. It can be stress and anxiety. So as well as that affecting your calcium and your magnesium uptake, you tend to get very tense when you're stressed and anxious, and that tension can keep your muscles really tense, and that can trigger your cramps as well. It can be reduced physical activity. So we're at a point where you may have joint aches and pains, you may be totally fatigued, you may find that you just can't be bothered to exercise. So all of that will affect your muscle building activity too. So there is something called sarcopenia, which can happen to a lot of women, especially over the age of 50. And sarcopenia is just the fact that as you age, your muscles shrink. So your muscle mass shrinks, and that will affect the elasticity of the muscle. So you're basically, there's less muscle there to do everything that your muscles would normally do. And that can then lead to your cramping and twitching. It can be lack of protein in the diet as well. If your muscles get really weak, then it can be due to that rather than anything else as well. So what you can do to help yourself in this situation? Definitely the hydration, because we know that dehydration can affect muscle function generally. Look at your diet. So you need a good balanced diet with plenty of magnesium and calcium in them. And the best thing to do, have a Google at calcium and magnesium rich foods. Nature is wonderful because a lot of foods will have a lovely balance of calcium and magnesium in the same food. So it's just a question of adding a little bit about these more into your daily diet. You can also look at our new balance. This is a perimenopausal multi-nutrient drink. So this is a good way, just if you feel you need a little top up of extra calcium and magnesium in your diet. You need to look at your protein intake. Your protein needs go up. You've got all these physical changes going on, and your body is needing more protein to shore everything up. So just make sure that you're having a bit of protein with each meal if you can. If you are vegetarian or vegan, it can be a lot more difficult to add extra protein into the diet. So you can get really good plant protein drinks, that sort of smoothies and things like that. So you can just add them to water or nut milk or something like that. And that once a day will give you a really good extra serving of good quality protein. You can look at reducing stress and anxiety if you find that muscle tension is a really big issue here. Things like yoga, meditation, and your deep breathing can be really, really helpful. Stretching, a daily stretch can be really good for all sorts of reasons. Just go onto YouTube and you'll get 10-minute stretching exercises on a daily basis. So you don't even need to leave your house, and it's something you can do maybe first thing in the morning, or if you get the cramps and twitches at night, you can do these stretching exercises before you go to bed. A massage, if that's something you can get, it's so good. Not only just to help with the muscle relaxation, but it's such a good thing for general relaxation as well. And getting a regular massage can be a really super treat. Keep active, keep that muscle mass up, keep your muscles sort of well serviced. So that's things like walking, yoga again for the stretching, and a little bit of weight work as well, just to build up your muscle mass can be really, really helpful. You can look at our Atrogel as well, which is one of our licensed product for the relief of muscle aches and pains. And just watch though, because if the muscle twitching and cramping, if it's really severe, if it's affecting your sleep, if it's affecting your daily life, then just double check with your doctor to make sure that there isn't any other underlying cause that may be a factor in this case. So I hope you found this one helpful. It seems a really common symptom. We get so many queries about this one. So if any of you out there have had the same problem, what did you do to help yourself? What did you find really helped you? And it's great, you know, I love reading all your stories and comments, and when you're posting a suggestion, you're helping other people as well. So it's a lovely circle of information and help here. And have a lovely week, and I'll see you next week for another chat on something menopausal.